Shalom, shalom, and once again, shalom. This is Doc Hurts, Birds of a Feather. We rock together. Yeah, those of you on the Facebook, we ask you to come over to D Hurts at YouTube at D Hurts 3202, where we'll be talking about the birds of a feather. So we'll be signing off from a Facebook crew. Come on over to G Hertz on YouTube 3202. Yeah. Okay, those of you who are still on with us on our YouTube channel, this is Doc Hurts, Birds of a Feather, and we are here. Jalen Carter and Jalen Hurts. My goodness, I tell you, believe if I'm not mistaken, those are the two highest paid players on the Philadelphia Eagles. One on offense and now one on defense. They just signed his extension today. He comes in at $38 million. Yes, the highest paid interior defensive lineman in NFL history. Jeffrey Simmons, 35, Chris Jones at 31.8, and Dexter Lawrence at 28 million. So there it is. It's the big paydays. I guess with that comes big expectations, and we believe that you won't be disappointed because we're looking for the Eagles to go all the way and get that championship, wind up in LA, bringing it home once again. Yeah, we have a lot of confidence. A lot of things are going on. People talking about this and that, and AJ Brown and all the things that's falling out. I believe that we're going to finally see Jalen in a different light. We're going to see him in a new light. We're going to see exactly what, when we open up this offense, what he's capable of. And he's told him many times before, hey, I'm a quarterback. And winning. And we know that Philadelphia's got a lot going on. Got LeBron James coming to the Philadelphia 76ers. And I don't understand why they even think that is a issue. I heard Charles Barkley talking about, see how he puts it. He was a little disappointed because LeBron James didn't go back to Cleveland. But I believe that if he'd went back to Cleveland, he probably wouldn't have had a good of a chance of winning any more championships. And sometimes you may not believe it, but a lot of times you have a lot of friendly enemies. Yeah, friendly enemies. They want you to stay at a certain place. He's been playing almost for 25 years, and now he still looks good. I mean, in that championship game, LeBron was looking pretty good. And guess what? I believe he's going to be able to take it and win another championship, and hopefully he'll win two more. But with all that being said, there's a lot going on in the Philadelphia the Phillies, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's a lot that's happening in the sports world. And but here at Birds of a Feather, we want to focus on that Jalen Hurts is the quarterback to take it to another level. And we have a lot of confidence in him, and we just need to just watch and see. Look how he works. Look what he does. How he has his mind, what he's focused on. And so we know that sometimes people don't appreciate you till you're no longer there. But we see it ever since he was playing in Alabama. He's always did what? Focus, and he's won. And that's a great thing. So with that being said, we're going to be watching some of the games. We're going to be commenting. And we just hope that the media gets it right. Because if it's up to them, they said a dual threat quarterback would never win a championship. Yeah, many of them out there were saying that. Oh, Jalen won't do this. He can't do this. Oh, he got to prove it. He's got to prove it year. He's got to prove it year. Well, every year he's proven you wrong, because he won championships, won the MVP, and it's never enough. And no matter what we say, what we see, some you're gonna always have your critics. You're gonna have your doubt. And Jalen Carter, think about they bring up the spitting incident, and one thing I know, I do not condone that at all, but I do understand when he said that the man either attempted to do it in his direction. I understand the person being hyped up and retaliating. And I'm not going to say, well, it doesn't justify it, but it does, it does show you that there was probably a reason for what had happened. You can't hold that against a person when they feel they were provoked, and then you see evidence of the sort. So anyway, with that being said, Jalen Carter, he got hurt, and he came back and he got some treatment. His offensive line was hurt. But with all of that, I mean, looking at how their offensive line was decimated, hurt. AJ Brown didn't seem like he didn't really want to play there, and they were still able to get to uh, the finals and even play in the first round. And I believe they could have won the game. Not only just if AJ, if other people would have just stepped up and did a play, because there were quite a few balls that were dropped in that game. And there was misplay by the defense. Yeah, defense played good, but you can't say that they didn't miss that play. They got that touchdown. I mean, if they'd have held them there, it'd be a different. We talking about a different thing. But anyway, still, you got to have the spirit of the whole team working together, and that's what happens when the whole team works together. Then it makes the mistakes and the errors go away. But when the whole team isn't pulling the same course, you're gonna have problems. And I want to get back to what I was talking about. It's like LeBron James. Many people don't, like they say, oh, he's ring chasing. I don't know if many people must have never played sports, even if you ain't played on a team. And if you have never played on a what you call a sandlot, meaning you play out in the park, when you get in the parks as a young person playing, what happens? You usually get two people and they'll start picking teams, whether it's football, baseball, or basketball. You pick your teammates. When each person that chooses the teams, the main goal in choosing a player is you want the best players so that you can win. And the more that you can win, the more you stay out there playing. And you may play with other teams, but your core guys are going to be the one you want. So if anybody started picking a team and you don't pick the best players, people are going to wonder what's wrong with you. Yeah, what is wrong with you? Why didn't you pick the best guy we could get? You picked somebody who isn't as good. It's got to be some logic behind it. It's got to be a method to the madness. In other words, when you pick players who are the best, who can win for you. Now, somebody say, well, that's not fair. Let me show you this. Yes, it is fair. And this is how it works. When a person picks, say you're playing basketball, guy goes out there, it's the best player, tallest guy out there, and he picks that guy to play. He says, okay, he got that guy. And you may pick a lesser guy that's not as good as the rest of them on the court. And he goes and he picks another guy who, talent-wise, height-wise, he's got two players. They're big. They can rebound. They can play. Another guy picks somebody else. Well, this is the key. If he picks four players and they're all good, they're playing at a high level, and I pick four players, they aren't as good, and we play those guys. Do you know why I don't have a problem playing them? Tell you why. Because playing them is a challenge. The name of the game in sports is, if I'm playing guys who are taller, bigger, better, and my guys aren't, you know the kind of guys I want? I want the kind of guys who we know that what we got to do, if we can't out physical them, we can't out rebound them, we can't outshoot them, so we got to outsmart them. That's what coaches are for. What do you mean outsmart them? Everybody has a temperament. Everybody has an ego. Everybody has things they like to do, and everybody has things they want to do. What do you mean? If you got a big guy and he's under the under there getting the rebounds. As soon as he gets the rebound, he takes the ball up and he shoots it right. Nobody knows you can't beat him doing that, right? So just what you have to do is say, while you're playing on the court, hey man, you can shoot up on the goal, but I know one thing: you can't shoot it outside. You can't take it out and shoot. You got to mentally get in his head so that he's not thinking about the game no more. You know what he's thinking about? He wants to show you, yes, I can. So he's going to get the rebound, go out, shoot a shot, and hopefully miss. Once you do that, his teammates going to start saying, man, why are you doing that? Why don't you pass it to him? If you can get them confused and arguing, and yet they're the best players, they're the biggest players, the most talented players, you get them to work against each other, and the team that isn't as good, we come together and we take the best advantages of our opportunities, our rebounds, our shots. I found that's how you win games. It is not just what you see. There is a game within a game, and it's the same with football. When you see these football guys out there and they're doing this and doing that, you don't know. Listen, the quarterback goes under center. He's not just thinking about this play. He's thinking about what is he going to do the next play. He's thinking about, hey, man, I already know that one of my guys that he goes out, he plays 100% 4 quarters. But what I know something nobody else knows. I know he got hurt last game. And I know he's probably going to be able to give us 50%. So I'm not going to always be trying to run it on his side. I may be calling plays that's going to move it from his side to go somewhere else because I'm only knowing he's at half speed. It's the things that you notice. It's the thing that you watch. And that's what makes the game. When you see the last 3 or 4 Super Bowl winning and even some of the basketball championships, you ever wonder why, even with the Vegas odd people saying this person going to win, the beginning of the year, people say, oh, these people going to win. But when it comes to the end of the year, it doesn't manifest. Why? Yes, people get hurt unexpectedly. Things happen unexpectedly. But it's always sometime when people are supposed to do something or figure, somebody else is looking at another way to show you something you never saw before. And the person that stays on the cutting edge to know what's happening. Now, we're not talking about people that cheat because that's different. People that'll do things unscrupulous. So when you're playing the game, they already know your plays. That's cheat. People deflating balls when it's supposed to be a certain, that's cheating. Right? There's a difference between cheating and good coaching and observing and then putting it into action. That's where you're going to see Jalen Hurts. That's where you're going to see the Carters. You remember when Carter was playing, and most people look at it, and the guy catches the ball, and he throws it in the ground, and all of a sudden, Jalen Carter dives to try to catch the ball. That's something nobody's ever seen before. Why? That lets you know he's a thinker. He thinks on his feet. When Davis ran and he split those guys and he blocked that punt, that field goal, and he took that ball all the way and ran it in, they didn't even need the touchdown to win. The block itself won the game. But why am I saying all of this? It's the people who it's a game within the game. Because it's not, I'm going to say this little principle, and I'm going to get out the way for a moment. I remember watching these sports, and it was a boxing match. It's 2 guys. One guy comes out, he's chiseled. I mean, he everything, muscles. He fine definition. He looked like a rock, and about to box, and he's fighting another guy, and the guy isn't as tall as him. Definitely no muscles, no form or anything. He just got like a regular shape. And right before they get ready to say touch the glove, the referee gives him the thing, and he says, touch gloves and may the best man win. And they used to say that. I don't know if they still do, but he said, may the best man win. So they go out, they come back, and they start fighting. About the second round, the guy who didn't have no shape or anything, he knocks out the big muscle guy. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. the guy with all the muscles, with all the strength, with all, I mean, just looking like a rock. He didn't beat this guy. I said, but I remember what he said. He said, may the best man win. And so I realized that the best man isn't always the most defined. The best man isn't always the one everybody pick to win or say is going to win. The best man is the one who can go out there and, despite what it looks like, get the job done. That's what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do with Jalen Hurts. They're going to go out there and they're going to get the job done. And once you become a winner, guess what? Other people want to play with you. It's like LeBron James. When he's a winner, other people going to play with winners because they want to win also. You don't hold it against them because they get all of the best talent. It's up to you to figure out a way if you can beat them. So we're looking for you not to do that when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia 76ers. So birds of a feather, we going to flock together. I can't wait. Get you back in touch with Mr. Izzy. Yeah, we're going to have a time this year. When all you people out there talking all that noise, we're going to have to let you know what time it is. Birds of a feather, they rock together.